Let me know how good that is. That's perfect.
Did you smell it?
You never been to OS for the teacher. You're gonna need a helping hand. She's got to learn to swim.
What's up, family? I am here, I'm here. This is a public announcement for a pending attack on the Moorish American Consulate Northeast headquarters. The mailing location is care of 444 East Township Line Road, Box 712, near Havertown, Pennsylvania. That's where the mailing location is. But the headquarters where all of the activity, all of the sealing, all of the real work is done right in my domicile. Where the head, the truly head of the Northeast region of the Moorish American Consulate is. So I'm trying to get acclimated, family. I'm trying to get acclimated, so give me a couple of minutes. This live is specifically to talk about what is supposed to go down tomorrow, Monday, at 9 a.m. by the corporate sheriff's office of Delaware County Corporations of Pennsylvania Corporations. Again, I received the document on the Thursday, which was January the 24th of this year, from an individual who would not identify himself, but said that he was a deputy from the Delaware County Sheriff's Office Corporation. Because we do know sheriff offices are corporate in nature and they are not constitutional. We know that that's the realities today because the broadcast I did yesterday spoke about that in regards to who really has jurisdiction and who really has the abilities lawfully to be on the ground constitutionally and through the U.S. mail, and that is the U.S. Marshal. So sheriff's offices, police offices, and any other so-called law enforcement office is unlawful today. And they do not have jurisdiction to treat with you unless you and them have a contract. It has to be valid. It has to be mutual consent. It cannot be under threat, duress, and coercion. Okay, so I did receive a notification that he tried to put on my door. I posted photos of the individual on my Facebook page, so you can see them on the Facebook page. There is a video that is attached to that I do have a witness, another more that I absolutely was on Marco Polo with at the time when I opened the door and said, why are you on my property? I don't give you permission to be on my property. And he said that he was here to effectuate an eviction notice that was dated for the 24th, and the eviction was to take place this Monday, the 28th. Now, I don't know if you know the time frame. That's less than 24 hours notice. That's less than 24 hours notice for anybody to do any type of rebuttal. Now, I came on this broadcast because I'm going to stand my ground. I am not going to acquiesce my position because this is my home, and I am not going to abandon my estate. I am going to claim all that is mine, and I have done so in a lawful jurisdiction. I have established and created and recorded and conveyed into my private trust, as well as the Moorish National Republic Federal Government Trust and the International Trust of the Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World. That affidavit of clear, perfect, allodial, aboriginal land title was hand-delivered to, it was supposed to be given to Jerry L. Sanders, who is the corporate sheriff of Delaware County, and he is elected by that infrastructure, so he is corporate. And he was not there, but the gentleman that was there, who identified himself as because this is the next day, the very next day, on Friday, Holy Day, I went down there to put my lawful documents on file so they could stop their proceedings, because I also had a notice of removal, which was accepted by the Vizier Mohammedan judge of the Moorish American Consular Court on the same day, the 24th, which was accepted. And once our cases are accepted, they are to stop all proceedings. And they lack jurisdiction, so they're supposed to stop just based on jurisdiction alone, which was challenged a multitude of times prior to this situation occurring. Now, the chief, who identified himself as the chief sheriff, the chief deputy sheriff of the corporation Delaware County of Pennsylvania, was there. Me, him, my consort went into a room, and he was completely belligerent, completely disrespectful, and he said that he received every correspondence in regards to this situation, which means he is confirming. I witnessed, and I have a witness to that confirmation, that he received all of my lawful claims, and they all were ignored. Not the claim for discovery, the claim for reversionary, as well as the claim for jurisdictional. I did not just challenge the jurisdiction of the particular individual that was so-called presiding over that particular case, whose name was or is Catherine Ann W. Durham. She was the acting administrator at that particular time, but I didn't just challenge her jurisdiction, I challenged all the jurisdictions of every so-called administrator out of that corporation. So everybody was notified and challenged. Obviously, I received no rebuttals, no reply back, but summary judgments of their so-called decisions in the matter. Every time they sent me something, I sent them something. When they were talking to the so-called straw, because they were never talking to Sharon Tracy Galbay. Now, this started back in early 2016 and or late 2016 when I realized that I was fraudulently, like many others out there, was defrauded by Wells Fargo and Company, which was the so-called mortgage company that was claiming that we had a contract, which we did not have a contract. I challenged that. There were absolutely no rebuttals, again, because I have verified return receipts for all my claims. At any rate, when we were there, so I challenged the jurisdiction. They said, well, we're still going to come there, and we're still going to, if you don't leave before Monday, we're going to kick you out of your home. I said, what you have in that document right there, what you have in that package, that was addressed to the actual sheriff of that corporation, which is Jerry L. Sanders, was the title to the land, the title to this domicile, the notice of removal, my declaration of my private Moorish trust, which had evidence and proof that I conveyed my property into my trust, and I linked it to the trust of the government, which is the Moorish National Republic federal government, as well as the international Moorish divine and the international declaration. Also was the notice of existence of the Moorish American Consulate. Also the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, which was also included the notice of removal, along with other supporting documentation, as well as the acceptance that was signed by the Vizier Mohammedan judge, Light Tajiri Bey, on the very same day when I sent her over the information in regards to the situation. So I made it adamantly clear that before I left there, I am going to stand my ground. I am not abandoning my estate, and I call for all Moors that have the ability to support me and support this consulate to be at my home, at my domicile, set by at least 7:30 Monday morning, so we can show unity, solidarity, and support for one another. Now, my location and my mailing location for where my domicile is 36 care of 36 North Harwood Avenue, near Upper Darby, Pennsylvania Corporation. Again, that's care of mailing location 36 North Harwood Avenue, near Upper Darby, Pennsylvania Corporation. Please be here by 7:30. Please be here wearing your fezzes and your turbans, so we can support and defend one another, because there is obviously strength in numbers. Majority of reasons why we go through the things that we go through is because we're usually going through them alone. I'm appealing to my nation, Moorish American nationals all over this Northwest Maximum continent, to stand in solidarity, to support me. My family lives here. My heirs live here. My consort live here. The consulate this is the headquarters of the consulate of the East and Maxim Division of the Moorish American Consular Court. In addition, we are treaty protected. We are protected through the Vienna Convention on Consular Affairs from 1963 as well. So we have so much law on our side. I appeal to Moors all over to support and defend ourselves. We have to support ourselves until we can get Donald Trump doing business as the president of the Service Corporation, who has directives under the Pope, so Rome, Pope Francis, to support the nationals, the Americans, which are the Moorish Americans, and not these individuals that are claiming to be, which are of immigrant European descent. Robin Rosemarie Bradley Bay will be taking phone numbers or taking calls for people who want to come, and so she can help assist and coordinate with travel arrangements for those who want to be here but don't have the ability to get here through their own means. Her phone number is 215-791-9690. That's 215-791-9690. Moors, we have to support each other. I'm telling you this because this is a test, and this is an attack on us as a new nation. Not new nation, but newly awakened Moorish American nationals of the Moroccan Empire. The only government here in Morocco, northwest of Maxim. To all Moors everywhere, send energy. For Moors who cannot be here, please send energy, please send light, please send support. Do whatever your spirit wills you to do to assist us in making sure we have a strong message to the Albions, to these imposters, to these individuals who have no jurisdiction, no lawful position, and absolutely no status as a U.S. citizen here in Morocco. Stand in solidarity with me, please. Be there for one another. This is a test for us all. I'm telling you, this is a test for us all. They're trying to slow us down because we're going at turbo speed. We have hundreds upon hundreds of nationalized Moors. That paperwork was sealed in this very domicile. That address I gave you, and I will post on the group as well as on the on my own Facebook page. Please be here at 7:30 a.m. Monday morning to support and defend your nation. Tomorrow. This is tomorrow. Not next Monday. This Monday. Coming up tomorrow. I know there's many Moors who've already said that they are going to be here. Please, please be here. This is so important, family. They only attack us when we are not in solidarity, when we are not in unity. The Grand Army of the Republic should be here. The Army should be here. The U.S. Marshals should be here, because this is an attack on the government, and you are oath bound to protect us.
Kimberly said what time? 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Monday morning. That's the 28th of January 2019. Make no mistakes, Moors. It's not by accident why they sprung this, because in any real, even though we're not even going to say any eviction is lawful, but even in their own codes, you're supposed to have at least 21 days. 21 days, and you're not supposed to be able to be kicked out of your domicile in the winter months. So they, as well as the fact that the claim, the so-called claim, was never addressing me as Sharon Tracy Gale Moorish American, national, or my stroll. It was addressing any current occupant. I am not any current occupant. I am Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, and lawfully, if you want to file a claim against anybody, you need to know who you are, which is why when we tell you to do your liens, when we tell you to do your documents, you are supposed to look for the natural being violating you. That's lawful. You cannot sit here and just create a claim and process a claim without knowing who you are trying to take something from, because I have a responsibility to establish rebuttals, but I have no responsibility to rebut something that's not even talking to me. Because my appellation, Sharon Tracy Del Bay, it is not all other occupants. That is the way the so-called claim came through. It was signed not by a judge of their corporation, but by the plathonetary, i.e. clerk. Judicial support clerk, her name is Angela Martinez, who's also listed on a lien. The liens have been processed.
My number again.
Your number?
Yes. So
repeat.
Yes.
Repeat the number again. The number to contact for coordination is 215
791
9690. Again, that number is 215-791-9690. Her appellation, she's a Moorish American national as well, Robin Rosemarie Bradley Bay. She's also the assistant of the consulate here at Northeast Amexem. So, Angela Martinez, I have established a lien because of the fraudulent hypothecation attempt to satisfy a debt that does not belong to me, that belongs to the United States Service Corporation. I, Sharon Tracy Del Bay, have no debts with these individuals claiming to have a debt with me. And there wasn't an individual who was processing the claim. The only name that was on the document was Real Estate Growth Fund LLC. Real Estate Growth Fund LLC. It was not addressed to a natural being. Supporting documentation was all copies, not talking to any flesh natural being. Jerry, the lien that I processed today that will go out tomorrow is the lien on the, I have it here, the lien on the Delaware County, Pennsylvania Court of Common Pleas Corporation. The Delaware County, Pennsylvania Court of Common Pleas of Pennsylvania. And the individuals specifically being liened are the individuals trying to hypothecate my estate for a debt I do not owe. And those individuals are Catherine Ann W. Dunham, who is the so-called administrator acting as a judge of that Delaware County, Pennsylvania Court of Common Pleas. Angela Martinez, doing business as the director of the Office of Judicial Support of Delaware County of Pennsylvania Corporation. Jerry L. Sanders, Jr., doing business as sheriff of the Delaware County, Pennsylvania Corporation. Michael Donahue, which was the chief. Michael Donahue, doing business as chief deputy sheriff of Delaware County, Pennsylvania Corporation. And Barry C. Dozer, even though they spelled his nom de guerre wrong, doing business as honorary, air quotes, Barry C. Dozer of the Delaware County of Common Courts of Pennsylvania. Winter. Part of their own policies, you are not allowed to evict anybody in the winter. You are not allowed to evict anybody and not give them 21 days notice from the eviction. That's even in their policies. So again, like I said, this is a coordinated attack on the Moorish American Consulate because of all the liens going out. Specifically, I'm sure, because of the lien that went out to Pennsylvania Corporation. The whole Corporation of Pennsylvania that has been hypothecating the assets and the wealth of the Moors and kicking us out, enslaving us in their POW camps for victimless crimes. Hence, the directive and the command that was given to Donald Trump yesterday to release them, as well as to vacate all so-called judgments, because you don't have the authority or the jurisdiction. Once jurisdiction is challenged, you have to prove it, and you can't have it just because you want it. And even if the other individual concedes to it, still doesn't give you jurisdiction. You have to absolutely have it. The other lien that's going out is the lien for Wells Fargo Corporation, which is the corporation originally starting this whole whirlwind that the so-called county of Pennsylvania, Delaware County, Pennsylvania Corporation accepted, processed, and now through this whole 2-year process is trying to evict my family, my heirs, me, my consort, the consulate, out of my estate, my domicile, unlawfully, with no lawful process whatsoever. In the cold, in the winter, unlawfully. I'm going to stand my ground, Moors. Please be here to assist me in standing my ground, because an attack on you is an attack on me. An attack on me is an attack on you. We have to bond together in solidarity to let these Albions know you want to continue warring with the Nationals. You want to continue hypothecating unlawfully through fraud, through your gangs, violating the national people of the land under RICO Act. You will be held accountable. I am going to file an investigation on the whole Pennsylvania Department Corporation with the common law, with the Moorish grand jury, so they can be indicted. So all of these imposters, hypothecators, gang members under the RICO Act. And what is the RICO Act? Is when 2 or more individuals conspire, I can't even say the word, y'all. Conspire together to defraud another. They have those individuals I listed earlier: Jerry Saunders, Angela Martinez, Michael Donahue, the president of Wells Fargo, the so-called attorneys of Cornerstone Law Firm Corporation, Barry Dozer, who signed the so-called order, First Trust CEO, who was the originator, as well as Real Estate Growth LLC, who's claiming ownership to my domicile, my estate, which you do not. Like I said, I tied my camel. I have processed all the lawful documentation and presented it to Jerry L. Saunders, as well as filed a copy of all those supporting documents to the case, which case number is, give me a second. For the notice of removal, the case number for the notice of removal was docket number 18-2658, which was accepted on the 24th of this month by Vizier Mohammedan Judge Light Tajiri Bey. And I will read the acceptance. The Moorish American Consular Court, Article 3, acceptance of renewal. This document was sent to them, certified return receipt as well. Moorish American Consular Court, record case number MACW LTB 000000444 CV 01242019. For the corporate entity styled as Court of Common Pleas of Delaware County, Pennsylvania Civil Division. Moorish American National, Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, under care of address 36 North Harwood, near Upper Darby, Pennsylvania. My phone number is 610-803-1170. Tracking numbers of acceptance is 7018-1830-0001, 1987-8550, and return receipt is 9590-9402, 3670-7335, 491635. Court of Common Pleas of Delaware County, Pennsylvania Civil Division, Angela Martinez, care of 201 West Front Street, near Media, Pennsylvania. Phone number there, 610-891-4000. The bill of attainder contract case docket number is 18-2658. Notice of removal, the Moorish American Consular Court has granted, pursuant to Article 6, Clause 2, Bill of Rights, Amendment 5, Constitution for the United States of America, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786, 1787, and 1836, still in force. The Republic, Law of the America, Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1786, 1787, and 1836, still in force. The Republic, the Law of the Land, 828 U.S.C., subsection 1455B5, Public Law 112-63, December 7, 2001. The evidentiary hearing and finding of fact, this Article 3 Consular Court hereby grants the removal for good cause and has granted relief from any limitations precluding removal, at which time the case is under the lawful jurisdiction of the Article 3 Moorish American Consular Court, as justice shall require, the inferior tribunal shall proceed no further. I hereby certify that a true and correct copy of this foregoing granted removal has been furnished by mail in or email to Moorish American National, Sharon Tracy Gale Bay, care of 36 North Harwood Avenue, near Upper Darby, Pennsylvania Corporation, on this Thursday, the 24th of January, 2019, signed and sealed and stamped by Light Tajiri Bay. This case, based on the number that is in the title of this broadcast, is in the file section of the group, the Facebook group. It is there. Please join Moors. This is going to be the platform I use to put all of the cases until we get them uploaded, in addition to getting them uploaded onto the website. This is the easiest people can find and download information. So please add yourself to the group Moorish American Consulate, Northeast Amexem. Moorish American Consulate, Northeast Amexem. Moorish American Consulate, Northeast Amexem. Also join my YouTube page for all of these broadcasts after I take them off of Facebook at Moorish American Consulate, NE Amexem. Moorish American Consulate, NE Amexem. So the cover letter of the acceptance, reference to the following tracking number, which I stated earlier. All of the supporting documents in relation to this removal was hand delivered to the above mailing location on Friday, the 24th, 2019, on January at around 9 a.m. If you are in need of additional supporting documentation, please visit the website www.moorishamericanconsulate.org and download the following lawful commands from the public notice tab of the website. Notice of existence of the Moorish American Consulate, Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1787 and 1836, still in force. MACN-R with 7 zeros, 8, the International Writ of Removal and Arrest Command. MACN-R with 9 nines, the Declaration of Moorish National Republic Federal Government. MACW-R99999, that's 9 nines. Moorish National Republic Federal Government Land Title. MACN-R with 9 threes, Declaration of the Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World. Again, all of those documents are in the file section of the group, as well as on the public notice section of the website. Read the Declaration of Independence of 1776, as you have pledged your honor, fortune, and lives to the Moors, and the ancestors are here to fulfill it. You will receive, after review by the Moorish American Consular Court, our decision, which will also be placed on the website and downloadable. You are commanded at this time to stop all actions in all proceedings. So that means this so-called corporation styled as a court with no jurisdiction has been given a command to cease and to desist. To cease and to desist all proceedings and actions. That means you are warring against the Moroccans. This is where you come in, Donald Trump. This is where you come in, Pope Francis. This is where you come in, General Ham. Your oaths are to support, defend, and protect the people. To protect the people of Morocco, the nationals, and which are the Americans. The nationals, which are the Americans. And by definition, what an American looks like is a copper-colored indigenous individuals who were inhabiting this land before the Albion immigrants came here. That's me. That's you, Moors. Ain't nobody else under that.
And the only person that has free agrees in this land is the Provost Marshal for the purpose of moving the mail and to come and act as a constitutional, yes.
This is, you can,
I'll watch.
Islam,
No, go in.
heirs. The only authority in this land today, Amexum, Amagrid Amexum, is the Provost Marshal, and that is for two reasons. One, to keep the mail flowing. Two, to come and act as a constitutional officer on our land for the rights of the people of this land, which is the Moorish American people. Okay. Again, my telephone number is 215-791-9690. Pax of the Moor.
Islam. I saw a comment said that we weren't starting till Tuesday. That is correct. That was the original date. You want to know why I said the 25th? Actually, the 24th is because of this attack. I sped it up to make sure Moors knew that this is not stopping anything the Moorish American Consulate is doing, the Moorish American Consular Court is doing, or the Moorish National Republic federal government. We will still be accepting cases northeast, as well as every other region will be accepting cases now. We will start we've already have made the declaration to remove all cases and give all files to the consular court. We've already made that command. That has already been made. We've already told them to cease and desist on all actions as they are unlawful and do not have jurisdiction. We did that in the International Writ and Arrest Command, and that document is has the record number MACN-R 000000008, the International Writ of Removal and Arrest Command. So we've already removed all of those cases. All of them have been removed. They're now going to be accepted as we go through the actual documentation. Now, when we say remove, that means you can't adjudicate in anything. That means your corporations need to go start messing with their actual own people, which are the Albions, not Moorish American nationals, not even blacks, unconscious Moors being identified falsely as black, Negroed, and colored. So I don't want anyone to think anything is stopping. Nothing is stopping. This is our government, the only government operating at Morocco, and no government, no so-called U.S. government exists outside of corporate identification. What do I mean when I say that? I mean that even if they say they're a government, if they're not the sovereigns of the land and in their proper person as Moorish American nationals, they are bandits, terrorists, and outlaws. And Moors, we have to, Moors, we have to support and defend one another. We have to be there in solidarity for one another. Please, please, please support me, support your nation, be there for your people. I know a lot of you have JOBs. You can miss a day. This is so important. I can't even express to you how important it is for us to show each other that we care for each other, that we are united, and the world needs to see this. The world is watching this. Please bring your cell phones charged. Please bring a buddy of 2 or 3 or 4. Come wearing your turbans. Come wearing your fezzes. We want national news outlets. We want everyone to know that the Moors are standing up. The Moors are no longer going to allow these Albions to hypothecate our estate. We are no longer asleep. We are awake. We are woke.
That's right.
Islam, if they want to remain here, they have to support and defend the supreme laws that give them the protections to be here. That is the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, the Constitution for the United States of America, 1791, the Declaration of Independence, where they pledged their lives, their honor, and their fortune. They've pledged these things, and these things have already been taken from them. How have their honor been taken from them? The news outlet is showing you just who we've been admiring for the last 20 years as fraud. They're showing you it all day in media. The media outlets are showing you all of the honor that has been lost. 2, fortune. Their fortune was on the backs of the unconscious Moors. Once you become conscious and you declare and proclaim yourself and you start allodial titling things, you start declaring and proclaiming, you start establishing your foreign private trust, you start doing the things that you are supposed to be doing for your government, you will receive your stuff. So what does it mean? When you start gaining your stuff, guess who starts losing? The people who've been hypothecating it. So therefore, their fortune is already being taken away, but it actually was taken away in the general orders letter that I read yesterday. They already been taken away because it was yours. It was never theirs to begin with. They were trustees at one point. Now they're just custodians to do what they're supposed to do by oath, by affirmation, and by the supreme laws of the land. Lives. Well, we know that right now their birth rate is so low, they're not reduplicating themselves. Contrary to popular belief, there are not that many of them compared to Aboriginal indigenous peoples all over the land. So their lives are lessening. Their fortune, which was only through hypothecation because of their violations, and their honor. So stand with me in solidarity, 7:30 tomorrow at mailing location 36 North Harwood Avenue near Upper Darby, Pennsylvania Corporation. The phone number to contact to coordinate if you need travel arrangements so we can buddy system up and support one another is 215-791-9690. 215-791-9690. Islam Moors, is there any questions? Did I cover everything, Moors? Are we good, y'all? So if there are Moors that have connections with the U.S. Marshal, that have straight line connections with the U.S. Marshal, please let them know that they need to be here to support and defend the nationals of the land, the wealth, the resources. They need to be here to support us. Tell General Ham if you have contact direct lines from General Ham that he needs to send a couple of cars down here to support. So we can be secure and protected in our persons, in our effects, because I am not abandoning my estate. This is my domicile where me and my family, where me and my me and my heirs and my consort domicile, and I am not abandoning my estate. We need to be there for one another. We need to make sure we have contact information on one another. We need to make sure we know about things prior to. Like I said, I gave you as much notice as I received, which was literally a day. I literally received 1 day notice. And I've done all of this in that time to make sure we stand united. And this means Moors. Until we get that security from General Ham that we're supposed to have it from. When we get that security from the U.S. Marshal, which we're supposed to have it from. When we get that security from Donald Trump, who's here to provide services This is one of those services you need to be providing to the Moorish American nationals. The Pope Francis told you to do that. We command you to do that. Support and defend the nationals here at Morocco. Islam?
Refer to the number, my number again, please.
Okay. Again, the number to coordinate is Moorish American National, Robin Marie Bradley Bay. Her phone number is 215-791-9690. Again, that's 215-791-9690. Family, we are peaceful people. It is not about aggression. It's about protection, security. We need to be springing into action when our government, when our freedom, when our liberties are challenged, are denied. It's our responsibility to be there for one another. So we need to start doing this for all Moors. That also means if you see somebody, if you see a Moorish American national, whether they declared or undeclared, being pulled over by a highwayman and a bandit, we should be supporting and being there to make sure they don't get violated. It is everybody's responsibility to make sure the supreme laws of the lands are enforced. That is your oath. If you are a foreigner, you took that oath to come here. If you are a Moorish American national, you owe that oath to yourself, to your family, to your nation. We need to stop the hypothecation, the birthright theft, and the Albions falsely identified as white people hypothecating what is ours because we won't stand in solidarity to defend and support ourselves as the Moorish government. Islam? Again, that phone number is 215-791-9690. Peace and love. Pax Tamor.
Can you put the dollar sign location in the feed, please?
Oh, I got to put the dollar? Okay.
And again, Moors, it is time to mind your business. And we are your business. So, respectfully, your business is taking care of your people.
I can't even see that. It won't show me it. I'm trying to put the information in here. I hope I can see it.
It's still on.
I know, baby. I'm trying to, I don't know if this is coming over, y'all. Because I can't see it. Oh, now I can see it. And it's all butchered. Give me a second. Oh, goodness. And I'm going to go out with the song I came in with. If it'll start, like I got it on mute, like crazy.
Remind them it's 7:30 tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m.
Remember, it's 7:30. Please be here early, 7:30. So please make the time to leave early enough, 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m., January 28th, 2019. That's tomorrow. Islam family, enjoy the music.
Bye-bye.
I'll provide
7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Correct.
To sleep underneath
You had your question and asking, some people feel like, I don't like when you can't decide, but there are some responses from Joseph. I want to know if people can make something, because you said somebody from does it work. He has to go in the probably hear that.
Y'all wanted to be in there.